Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brad with Spite Fitness, and we got a dirty camera here. All right, cool. Hey, we're in the gym. We're getting after it, doing some squatting today, 5x5. I'm gunning with, well, it's 495, and John's over there. He's dealing with 245, and then we have Kristen. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, so this is Kristen. You guys haven't met Kristen yet. In fact, today is the first session of her training with us, and we're kind of going through squats. So she's been in a position where she felt like previously she was in better shape than she feels like she is now. That's not me saying that, those are your words. Okay, so wanted to come in and get some training and kind of work through different things with John and I. And so we are. So today's focus is squat, and we've been working with her a little bit. We've got a few sets in already, but I want to demonstrate to you kind of what she's doing now, and then we'll be able to talk to her on the backside about what we've talked about leading up to this and kind of how she thinks and what she feels and all that stuff. So I just want you guys to see how Kristen squats. So here we go. How do you feel, right? So the depth that you get on these is kind of like, I think, personal, right? Like everyone's gonna move just a little bit differently, have a little bit more flexibility. You know, I'd say move deep enough with this where you get a stretch and you can kind of feel it. And then
just try not to lock your knees at the end.
Yeah, at the end I try not to lock, like leave it like that so that we don't hyperextend the knee and get hurt. There you go, just like that. And the other thing too is by not completely locking the knee, you keep some tension on the quads, which is good. Yeah, working on the legs. Build muscles with friends. All right, okay, cool. So finished up the workout. It's time to get a watch. It's, what's today, 28th? 28th today, a Monday. Mondays mean squat days. So I had a great, wonderful plan to come and do some squatting. Change of pace though, come over here please, is our friend Kristen decided to join us, wanted to get in and start doing some training. So real fast, I mean, obviously I said it earlier, but like, where are we at? Like in terms of like getting back in the gym for you, what does that mean?
It's a big deal for me. I was in really good shape like 5 years ago, and ever since then it's been an up and down roller coaster, and ever since a concussion and COVID, I've really been struggling with my health and fitness. So I'm like really excited to be back in the gym and working hard.
So 2 questions. How old are you?
I am 36.
36.
Almost 37.
Almost 37. So like, right? For those of you, let me tilt the camera down just a skosh. So for those of you that are at home, right, like trying to do things for yourself or like get back in the swing of things, right? So Kristen, she's almost 37, you know, right? So a lot of people might say like being in the gym, like at least back a long time ago, that's a young person thing, right? Like, well, like that's like an hour thing, right? Like that's where we are now because I'm 38. And then so children, do you have any children?
2 children.
2 children. Okay. How old?
10 and 12.
10 and 12, right? So like, right, so whatever excuses you guys have, right? Mother, she works, you had, you know, head injury for concussion, right? And you said you did have the COVIDs, right?
I had the COVID.
She had the COVIDs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, whatever, right? So like, so all the things that she may have as an excuse to not do it, right? Those things that you may have at home for an excuse to not do it, right? She's taking that first step as just getting in. And like, I'm really grateful that you decided to come to us. John's over here, kind of hanging out in the wind. So to come to us and be like, hey, can I join? That's really kind of how that went. Like when I woke up this morning, I had no idea that you were going to join us.
Right.
Yeah, right. So like, it's just really cool to have that, and I'm glad that whatever it is that I'm doing or that we're doing, right, like was interesting enough that you'd be like, I'll try that. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully for any of you that are out there that are kind of struggling with the same things or whatever it is, maybe your own struggling with something and wanting to kind of get back in and get after it again, hopefully, you know, maybe you can look around and find something near you that you can tie in with or something that you can do to kind of get yourself kick-started again. So that's really the whole thing here, is it's always just about kind of taking the next step and trying to be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today. So that's kind of what we did. Now, more pointedly, we talked specifically squats today, right?
Yes.
So what did I talk about with you, and what did that mean in terms of how things felt in performance?
So we talked about feet placement, breathing, and really using your core. And that's really what made the biggest difference for me, was the breathing and the core. I could feel a huge difference. When I started today, I thought I was going to be just doing the bar, maybe. Just getting back in, and I went up to, what did we do, 85 pounds. So yeah, but it felt really good. It was my first day back in the gym in a really long time. So and I just felt really secure, and like I could do more, and that I'll be able to build on that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So like the simple concepts that I've talked about a lot, something just apply to her, and she was already kind of surpassing what her expectation was for today, and that just gives us kind of the base or the platform from which to kind of continue to build. And that's all we ever really do, right? You just find out where you are and kind of train, and then just make things harder, right? So that's what we'll continue to do. I know that, like, you know, schedules may not always be like super consistent, but like try to bring her in with us as much as we can to kind of help push her as well. So I told you I'm gonna be a total prick from here on out.
Okay.
So like, excuses don't fly. Just ask John.
He did tell me that already.
John's just sitting there all quiet.
He's like, we don't flake. I'm not allowed to flake.
Yeah, we don't flake. No flakes in this fucking group.
No.
All right, cool. So I don't want to belabor the point or make the video too much longer than it already is, but I'm just really excited to have a little bit of fresh blood in the group. It's always kind of cool, and it means a lot to me personally to have someone reach out and like want to tie in, because that tells me that at least some level I'm doing something right, where it's like people feel okay to come to me and ask me for my help, and that's really what this is all about. Like the training, the videos, everything. It's all about just trying to help you be as better as you could be. More betterist, more gooder, more gooderist.
More better gooder.
More better gooder. Yeah, and like I said too, like having people around is really cool. Like my buddy Matt Vincent always talks about, you know, build muscles with friends, and that's cool, right? Like you have a crew of people that you can get along with and joke, and we're kind of like laughing and riffing in between sets and like just kind of goofing off, and that makes the whole experience that much better. All right, cool. Anyway, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please drop in the chat box below. I'll be sure to respond. I appreciate you guys continuing to support me in the channel with likes, shares, and subs. It means the world, and I really do appreciate everything that you helped me build the channel into today, and I'm looking forward to whatever else we can do in the future. Yeah, remember, guys, no matter what it is you think you can't do, like insert excuse but still train anyway.
Lots of excuses.
Right, you got to get in, train despite. You're either going to find an excuse, you're going to find a way.
Injury time.
Right? Right. Hope that you guys continue to find the way. See you next one. Bye. Bye. Bye, Johnny. All right, see you.
Bye.